Hey team, it's Ripper here. Hope you guys are doing great. We got a great video with the gearing here. Kraken first ever in the gearing, spoiler alert, but it was a really fun match. Enjoyed the tactics and gameplay and appreciate all the support. Our channel's on our way to 300 subscribers and I couldn't do it without you guys. Please, if you guys love to support us, get us to 300. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell button to be notified of up and coming videos. Hope you guys appreciate all the videos we're doing. It brings community together, having fun, sailing ships, blowing up ships, and just having a great community interaction overall. And we're trying to make it better, so hope you guys enjoy it. The gearing is my favorite American destroyer for all-around gameplay, if you will. I call it the jack of all trades ship. It does everything. It gunboats, it torpedoes, it depth charges, it spots, it caps, it does everything a DD should do. And it's really a fun experience to play. And again, spoiler alert, it's a Kraken video, so I hope you enjoy it. It's really, really fun. I didn't expect it at all. But the title of the video is also about why I hate subs. I mean, I'm a positive guy. I like to say that, you know, I enjoy gameplay, I like variety, I like the new ships. I can't wait for the German battleships that are coming out. I may try to get one early just to test review it and everything. But really the Schlieffen, if you haven't seen it, is an awesome, I think it is the battleship I've been waiting for the whole time, because you notice that my channel is focused on secondary brawling and so forth. I love it. It's really awesome. I think that's the reason why it drew me in to this kind of simulation kind of gameplay, because I just like guns all firing and multiple ships maneuvering in coordination and formation and working together to achieve an objective. And that's really this is why it's so fun. And Kleber is right here, if you notice right here. We're just gonna open up on guns with him and try to take him out of the game. Yep, damage his engine. And we're just gonna hold this C cap right here, because I know there's just 2 destroyers and a submarine, so we gotta help our team out over here. And I think that's the smart move we made over here, by just holding our position, not really being aggressive, but just kind of waiting for the battlefield to develop and let the enemy come to you, because we've already got the cap, no need to push. Again, a lot of people push for no ungodly reason, and I just don't understand that either. And it's really sometimes just about being patient and letting the battlefield develop and you react to it. We're taking just crazy lucky shots here. I know that Kleber is super fast, so we're just gonna lead him really, really good right here. Just keep firing, and that was the last shot in the air. Boom, whammy kablammy. Kleber out of the game, and we just took them down, 1 destroyer. And now we're just gonna have free will at shooting these lovely 16.5 kilometer torpedoes. I love these torpedoes. They're just well all around, by the way. But some of the cool things about, let's talk about subs again. So talking about subs, so why do I not like them very much? Well, one, they don't have any place in this kind of battle style, if you will, because if you notice in World War II, submarines really were just there for convoy escort, to deter an area, if you will. Not really kind of the style of what we're trying to achieve here in this simulation, where it's really brawling, where you're trying to achieve quick objectives and then run away. To me, I feel like the submarine is good in the playstyle of convoys, which was what the convoy mode was supposedly for, which is really just trying to destroy a escort group, a main objective in the middle, kind of like sink, the leader, or what is it called, capture the flag, whatever you want to call it. That is, in my opinion, one of the fun modes that the submarine is designed for. Not necessarily brawling, because submarines don't really brawl. There he goes, Shimakaze down, 2 destroyers down, and we are trying to hold off the offensive here. Ooh, got a fire, so we're going to pop smoke and try to just basically go undetected. And one of the cool things about the gearing is 5.9-ish detection, 5.8. That's a really, really good detection. Even kind of rivals the Shimakaze to the point where we can outspot him and maybe have the jump on him with better guns. All right, so Kansas right here, very, very slow ship. Launch torpedoes at him, and we're gonna kite away and run away. But I think this might be a good shot right here. So again, the subs. One of the other aspects I don't like about the submarines is the fact that there's homing torpedoes. I don't recall there being homing torpedoes in this type of warfare. If you want homing torpedoes, then let's play a modernized version of this game, maybe like Battlefield 2042, or something with cruisers and battleships like Ravenfield, or all these other games that's out there that are for that. I don't think this mode, specifically this mode, now you can have it in World of Warships, that's great, but it doesn't make sense having submarines. And whammy kablammy, Kansas is down. There we go. Second kill of the game. Having blast, holding C. So going back to torpedoes, homing torpedoes again have no place in this era or this kind of gameplay because, I mean, you notice my torpedoes, I didn't have any homing torpedoes either, but yet I was able to accomplish my very objective. Now, if you read the dev blogs, so I kind of read what the explanation from Wargaming was really about, and they're talking that, oh, because torpedoes are difficult with submarines, which I don't blame you because they don't belong here, and they're really difficult because submarines can only shoot maybe 2 torpedoes from each tube, and if you shoot a lot in the game for this design, this gameplay, you can shoot 6 or something like that in tier 10, like the Balau, whatever, and shoot literally like 6 torpedoes all at once, and I just don't think that's realistic. Number 2 is homing torpedoes aren't realistic for the technology at the time. Here we got some torpedoes. Look at there. They got a whole bunch of torpedoes launched like that. I mean, would a submarine and this kind of gameplay really do that in reality in World War II? Probably not. So that's unrealistic in the sense. No, I'm not saying like game unrealistic, just unrealistic all in general. Just to be able to do something like that. But again, homing torpedoes. It just takes the fun out of it. I mean, you just got to basically ping and wait for the torpedo to turn and hit, and it really hits you with a punch. Again, it gives a really unfair advantage. For the dodging, the avoiding. I mean, you can't really counter much other than the damage con, which again is also my other gripe, is the damage con is already being overstretched, if it will, to be used for putting out fires. Whammy kablammy, 3rd kill of the game. There we go, way to go, me, yay. But it's a team effort. But again, going back to that, the damage con to stop the ping, basically you're trying to push off homing. I mean, damage con, taking off homing, that's unrealistic too. It doesn't make sense. But I can understand putting out a fire, but putting out a sonar beacon or whatever you want to call it, a pulse, yeah. Now we're starting to get in some weird science fiction, spacey kind of thing. So I honestly don't think it belongs in this game. The solution is to take subs altogether out of random. It really is designed for convoys and so forth, but not designed for anything else. Don't get me wrong, I've played submarines. They are fun for a specific type of battle, but not for this kind of gameplay, this simulation, this mode, and a lot of, again, why homing torpedoes? Because they say it's really difficult. Again, that is very true. Do you know how difficult it is to steer a submarine in real life, to launch torpedoes in real life, try to hit something without homing? I totally understand. It's like shooting rockets in midair in dogfights for fighters. I mean, that's why you don't see fighter planes shoot rockets at each other up in the air. They have heat-seeking guided missiles, infrared, radar guided, because they understand how difficult that is. Again, the same way with this. You're making it already by introducing subs. It's already difficult to maneuver that thing realistically, as well as launch torpedoes at something that's moving. I mean, try launching a torpedo with no guidance at a destroyer. It's already hard with destroyers themselves. You're kind of just spraying and praying. But again, that is a whole other story. Destroyers are in itself a one beast as it is, but to introduce submarines, and especially since it takes up a spot for either a destroyer, battleship, or cruiser, I don't think they belong in the game. Again, if they really wanted to, I treat it like a CV or a carrier. Just put 1 submarine in the game, that's it, but not like 4 or 3 or 2. It just doesn't make sense, and it takes away a lot of the gameplay and fun. The other aspect is sometimes you're just left with the DD and he's just running off by doing whatever, and it's kind of like having a CV again. It's just by itself, and you're kind of trying to end the game, and the submarine's off in the underwater, and you can't even spot it from long distance. I mean, you're literally like trying to find a needle in a stack of needles, or even a needle in a haystack, really. Trying to find a submarine in this size of a map, it's crazy. But anyways, we've launched torpedoes, and hopefully we get, boom, whammy kablammy, Iowa goes down. Hopefully I was able to trick them. Okay, right here, look at this example. So we noticed the submarine was in front of us. I knew that. And look at that, he's just launching curving torpedoes. Look at that. That just seems so weird and odd to me. But they just said the counter to that is that the torpedoes stop homing within a certain distance, maybe like 2 or 3 kilometers, and you're home free, right? But I don't have a damage con. I mean, that torpedo hits me, I'm done. There's nothing you can do to mitigate other than really just go right at the submarine and do the fun little depth charge. As if destroyers didn't have enough problems as it is, you're trying to go into like danger and trying just to, you're the only guy that can really, catch a submarine really. That's why I know they gave battleships, those airplanes, a torpedo butt. And hopefully we get this depth charge. Boom, whammy go bang, Kraken unleashed, and we had a fun game. Like, subscribe, bell button please for the support. But again, that's my thoughts of the whole submarine gameplay. I don't like it. I think they should remove it and keep it in ranked or whatever. But like I said, I was just saying before I was cut off here, but yeah, battleships have the planes, and that's all that they can counter, but they can't chase down a sub. But again, hope you guys are doing well. Talk to you soon. Cheers.